Hello, everybody. We're excited because we've got another episode of the Sunday Spotlight, and we continue to go into the Go Pro book by Eric Worre. Today, we're talking about Chapter 7, Skill number 4. But before we get into that, we have some celebrating to do, don't we?
Yeah, we have a lot of celebrating to do, by the way. I'm just making sure that we do that thing that everybody loves on Facebook, that at everyone.
What's that thing?
Huh? The at everyone. So make sure that if you can't join us live, that you either go onto the team Facebook page and watch the recording, or right here, it is always uploaded to the team YouTube channel as well. It's Team Freedom Reigns on YouTube.
Yes.
All right, so congratulations.
Congratulations, time.
It is the first Monday. I am still stuck on Monday. Sunday of the month. And so we're super excited to be able to celebrate all of you that did such fantastic work last month. And we know there's so many of you that are doing work behind the scenes that your volume just has not quite caught up with you yet. So no worries. We will be celebrating you very soon as well. So we want to start with the top enrollers. Oh, shoot. It said June. It's supposed to say July.
Marcy.
I thought I got everything fixed. See how I am.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all good.
Just imagine that it says July in the upper left corner and not June.
Yep. So congratulations to the team top enrollers. And we have big goals for bringing in a lot of new people. So we hope and we are striving to be on this list every single month.
Time.
So who's going to be on this list?
We want to be at the top of the list every time.
Absolutely. So congratulations to our top enrollers.
Yay, let's pat ourselves on the back first. And then let's talk about Dan Belsky, Tracy Aguilar, Jordan Keto, Jennifer Bartholomew, Paula Fallon, Ali Model, Nisha Goyle, Kellyanne Chippendale, and Sarah Gillespie.
Yeah, so that's the top 10 for the month of July. Congratulations. If you know these people, make sure that you are celebrating them. Celebrate everybody in the comments right now, as a matter of fact, whether you're with us on Zoom, and Rick, we saw you. Welcome on Zoom with us. And if you are with us on Facebook Live, be celebrating in the comments, because the more you celebrate, the more endorphins go off in your head, and you want to do more of the celebrating. So that encourages you to do more of the work that gets the celebrating. So go, go, go. All right. And then the last week's top enrollers, we want to congratulate Dan Belsky, Jennifer Bartholomew, and Dondi and Marcy again. Like we said, we are back in the saddle, and we are not walking. We are not trotting. We want to be running.
And you know what's working the best?
Oh, the ITT with the push play.
Push play is working like a champ.
Super simple. That's what you want.
That's right.
All right. So congratulations also to every single one of you that accomplished a seller level in the month of July.
Yes.
Our seller levels is when you start earning extra percentages of all of the customer sales volume that you have in your organization. So the first seller level that everybody needs to be striving for is Onyx. That's where you have 500 in customer sales volume, and you're earning an extra 5% on that volume. At Emerald, you have 1,000 in customer sales volume, and you're now earning 10%. Sapphire is 2,000 customer sales volume, and that's an additional 15% that you're making off of that 2,000 in volume. And then Diamond Seller, that's the top seller level that you can earn, but you can earn multiples of the Diamond level. So you can earn 20% additional on top of that 4,000 customer sales volume, on top of the bonus where you get paid the difference between how your customer came into the business.
And before you go to the next slide, I want to stop and make a point about, in network marketing, we are constantly being compared to other companies. When you share information with prospects, they are also probably getting prospected by other people at other companies. And the network marketing profession is small enough to be very competitive, where the competitor companies are mentioned by name, but it's also big enough to be the one, other than real estate, it is the #1 source of millionaire making in the world. And so it is a legitimate, bona fide, true, tried and true business model. It is not a hobby. It is, although some people treat it like it, it is literally a profession. And the thing about LifeVantage is a couple of things that I'm going to just say these really quickly just to give you some perspective. One, we're publicly traded, which means everything we do is transparent. You can see everything about our company, from how much debt we have, which is none, to what our CEOs make, to who the board of directors are, to what our press releases are. There's nothing secret. everything about our company is transparent, which is very important when people are researching about a company, because there's been companies in the news recently that were not publicly traded that are no longer here.
Yeah, that made
They've either-
decisions that completely pulled the rug out from underneath people.
Either they shut their doors altogether, or they did away with their network marketing distribution channel and went to more of an affiliate type. So the thing about LifeVantage is we saw this point in time in the evolution of network marketing and direct sales as a profession, and we evolved our compensation plan. That's why we call it Evolve. And there's been some big companies recently that are in the news. And probably you've heard of them. Some big names like Rodan and Fields, Q Sciences, Cient, and Juice Plus have either closed their doors, or they've done away with their distribution model of network marketing, and now they're more of an affiliate model. Well,
single level, basically. It's a single level.
This right here, these seller levels, is that affiliate type bonus that we have, and an opportunity, because and if you read today's chapter, in chapter 7, skill number 4, one of the biggest things about this is this a pyramid scheme? Is it a legitimate business? Is it real? It's a very long-standing and very, and I would even say appropriate, not criticism, but question about network marketing. Is it a legitimate business? Yes, in fact, it is. And people need to research that. But one of the biggest drawbacks and one of the biggest skepticisms and one of the biggest black eyes of our profession is people say things like, I don't want to bug my friends and family. It's legit. There are people that don't care about bugging their friends and family, and they do it in a very professional way, and they become wildly successful. But it is prevalent enough that warranted this kind of a change. So for people that don't like network marketing and don't want to go build a team and don't want to bug their friends and families and neighbors, this right here, seller levels, you can just enroll customers. And there are people that are focusing exclusively on this. It's where we are actually focusing on people that sometimes focus exclusively on this. And it's very, very, very profitable.
Well,
in the seller levels.
One of the things that's really important for us to understand too, and we're getting back into the celebration of people,
yes,
but our leadership at the corporate level had the wherewithal and the understanding of what was happening across the board in the world to be able to recognize that we needed to change our compensation plan and to be able to be set up to where we're bulletproof. Right. So we have a bulletproof company and opportunity, our products with the new one that's come. Oh gosh. Okay, enough there. All right, so seller levels, let's celebrate. So let's start with our Onyx sellers, that first level that you can earn. If you have not earned this yet and you want to, raise your hand so that we can help you do this. These people are earning that extra 5%. So congratulations.
We've got Sean Croxton, Kathy McCarthy-Haney, Kim Jakes, Amanda Brooks, Linda Hardesty, Richard Miller, Nisha Goyle, Giuseppe Pipitone, Gene Seidman, Jeff Goodman,
Jill Weinberg, Jennifer Bartholomew, Ashley Sanchez, Michael Fox, Kellyanne Chippendale, Lee Gannon, Sabina Morrow, Paula Fallon, Pratiti Pathak, and Tammy Hardy.
We've got Yvonne Richardson, Donald Smurl, Linda Kidd, Marie Hansen, Lynn Douglas, John Patterson, Bob and Laura Robbins, Carol Lynn Barton. And some of these people have been in just over a month. And even some of it, so it can be done when you focus exclusively on building this and sharing this information out.
Keeping it simple.
And
using the system.
See that thing in red there, your name here? That is next. That is where we want to celebrate you.
Yeah. So we want to talk about those people that can be next, right?
Yep.
So these are the people that are only 250 customer sales volume or less away from becoming Onyx sellers. So Teresa O'Connor, Armando Gonzalez, Andy D'Agostino, Daniel Mollering, Chris Malhoy, Stacy Jakes, Deborah Neal, Kathy Bernier, Elaine Jennings, Jen Miner,
Holly McKittrick, Emily Anstead, Barbara Bish, Catherine Ludwig, Karen Beckel, Margie Forrester, Marianne Rosenberg, Barbara Ann Michaels, Patricia Kehoe, Allison Scholar,
Gina Bartholomew, Tammy Racaniel, I'm sorry,
I hope you
Tammy,
did
I
that
say
right.
that every
Yeah.
time. Bonnie Pongyang, and again, Bonnie, Sarah Bonacina, Eileen Moy, and Nohimi Anderson. So only 250 or less customer sales volume to get you to this first seller level of Onyx and that extra 5% bonus.
Boom.
Yeah, so congratulations also to our Emerald sellers. You're now earning 10% on your customer sales volume. So congratulations to Chris and Sarah Smith, Linda Linscott, Dan Belsky, Dr. Dan Zhao, April Reinecke, Amy Leonardson, Rick Mansfield, and my
You.
business down there. Yes. So again, your name can be here. If this is your next step, your next seller level, get your hand up there. Let us help you. Keep it simple and just go through the system more times in the month of August than you did in July.
Right.
And now into the Sapphire sellers. This is where you now have 2,000 or more in customer sales volume and you're earning 15% bonus. So congratulations to our business. We're at that Sapphire seller level, and Cynthia Greenwald. Congratulations.
We got Odell Bowman, Linda Grace Files.
And Lisa Benson and Lizzie McGough are the final Sapphire sellers for the month of July. This can completely shift up in August, though. If you want to be a Sapphire seller, you can do it. Just get to work, go out there and gather your customers, share with them exactly what we have going on, help them get prepared for this new product launch that's coming out, help them get their gut ready and get activated, right? And gather those customers to fill up that volume so that you can become Sapphires in the month of August.
Yes.
And again, there's lots of space for us to be able to put your photos in here. And then Diamond Sellers, that top level, 4,000 in customer sales volume. You're now making 20% on this bonus alone. So congratulations to Melanie Robbins and Dr. Bruce Holmesy for being Diamond Sellers.
We got Dr. Pat and Dr. Ron. Great job.
And Sarah Gillespie,
Yes.
Congratulations on getting that diamond seller level in the month of July. Again, there's lots of space here. I know we're shooting for this. I know there's many people that are wanting to be that diamond seller. I mean, this is a way that you can really build up that extra stream of income to over $1,200 a month by becoming a diamond seller, and then keep sharing, and you can keep growing that diamond status because you make that percentage off of all of the volume, not just the first 4,000. And now our rising stars. So dang it. Oh,
What?
no, I fixed it. Oh my
says
gosh.
July.
I need to be careful with myself, right? I need to be nicer to myself.
Yes.
Be
You're
nice.
amazing.
I got it. It's July. Okay, July rank advancements. We want to congratulate Paula Fallon. You ranked up from SC2 to SC3. Dan Belsky, you went from a consultant 2 up to an SC2. That's an amazing jump. Congratulations. Allie Modeling, your first month, you hit C3. Nick Nguyen, you also went from C2, consultant 2, in your first month, and you ranked up to consultant 2. Nora Murphy, you reached consultant 2 in your first month, and Dr. Buddha, you also reached consultant 2 in your first month of being a consultant with LifeVantage.
Great
So
job,
congratulations on all of the rank advancers in July.
And we've got the track earners, the Rise Era 2024 incentive. So the 750 new volume, at least one of that, or at least one of the people you enroll has to be a consultant with at least 150 in SV or one business pack. Go for the one business pack because one, it's the easiest way to duplication. It's the easiest way to success. And it's 850 in PV, which gets you the Rise Era incentive and get an enrollment track from that.
So congratulations. Yes, Dan Belsky, you got 2 tracks last month. We were able to earn 2 tracks. Tracy Aguilar, you earned a track, and Paula Fallon, you earned a track as well. And remember, last month, we were getting double points for the incentive trip too for those seller tracks. But congratulations to everybody that earned tracks. All right, so the week at a glance, what's coming up with LifeVantage? And of course, there can always be more. This is what we know about now. And so it's really important for you guys to pay attention on Mondays to the Monday Momentum email that has all of the announcements in it. But these are the things that we are aware of that you need to participate in throughout the week. On Tuesday, it's the Momentum Live at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. That is on the US LifeVantage Consultant Facebook page. And it is also held there as a recording. So you can go back and and watch it if you're not able to be on there at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And then on Wednesday, we've got the regular virtual overview that we will be doing. It'll probably be solo me at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. The Zoom ID number is right there. Screenshot this, or you can find it in the team Facebook page under the featured. All the details are there. And then directly after that at 6:30 p.m. is the Why LifeVantage Why Now. Now, the reason why I'll be doing the virtual overview by myself is because this guy's going to be preparing to be the special guest on the Why LifeVantage Why Now presentation with Tyler Daniels this Wednesday night.
Awesome.
So you are going to want to be inviting your prospects and all of your team, everybody that you know, even your customers, to hop on to take a look at Why LifeVantage. You know, what's going on? Why is this such a big deal, and what makes us different? And I might be a little bit biased, but he's a pretty cool dude to listen to because he makes it very simple to understand. So again, that's on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time.
I hope they give me a good topic to talk about. I don't know what it is yet.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's an opportunity presentation.
I know, but okay.
All right,
Focus
guys.
on.
So we are all shooting for this amazing incentive cruise, right? We're going to be on the Norwegian Bliss going to Alaska in August of 2025. If you are anywhere like we are in Arizona, it's like 100 and I actually want to say 227 degrees is what it feels like.
Right.
It's so hot. But in Alaska, or sorry, in August, Alaska is the best place for us to be headed. So the way that you can qualify,
Wait.
what?
You said it's the best place for us to be headed.
In August
It's
to
beheaded.
Alaska.
Okay.
Oh, shush. Stop.
I was like,
that.
wait a second.
All right. Distraction,
To be
distraction.
going. We're going there.
Distraction.
We're not
We're
beheaded.
going there. Yes,
Yes.
getting out of the
To be
heat is
going.
what I meant, not taking my head off. Okay, can everybody just smack him for me right now? Like seriously, virtually smack him. Okay, so how do you qualify for this incentive trip? Because we all want to go on this trip together. We'll have a blast. You get to earn 300 points to qualify or more, okay? You need to maintain the paid as rank of SC1 or above. And the qualifications of all of that, guys, you can find it all in your back office. And I've got a training for you that you can watch too. You cannot drop more than one paid as rank below your baseline rank, and you can't drop below the SC1. Earn at least 3 enroll tracks and earn at least 3 retain tracks. And those are all defined in the Rise Era incentive information, and have an active subscription. So guys, you have to have an active subscription every single month to qualify. So make sure that you get that set up, okay? Now, this is what I was talking about. There is a recording of all of the qualification details. You can find it on the TFR YouTube channel, and that's Team Freedom Reigns. It's not TFR, it's Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. And then also on the Team Freedom Reigns Facebook page under the featured posts, okay? So the LifeVantage 2025 incentive trip, how to qualify. And then there's also a recording in those same locations of the ITT with push play. This is how you use the push play videos. It's a very simple ITT system flow at your fingertips using the boards app. Okay. Everything is set up in there 1 through 10. This is what you do first, second, third, fourth. You follow the numbers. If you've got 10 fingers, you can do this push play, right? Because you can count.
Cartoon characters are out.
Yeah. So, and then if you need to join the Team Freedom Reigns board, this QR code will take you there to be able to join in that filing system where everything is found. Another reason for you to have your own subscription on your consultant account, you need to have at least 150 in SV, and starting this month, you will receive the day after your subscription run 2 discount codes. One is a customer discount code, and the second is a consultant discount code. The customer code is good for 10% off for 7 days for you to be able to help a new customer get started. And then the 10% for consultant is good for a full 30 days, which means for the rest of the month and the full month following, for you to help a new consultant get started in business with you. This also sets you up perfectly to be able to earn those seller tracks that you need to be able to qualify for the incentive trip, okay? So go and get your subscription set up if it's not set up already. And Market Connect. You want to talk about that?
Market Connect, our quarterly corporate event, is going to be in Kansas City at the convention center. The price already went up to $99. It's going to go up again, so do not delay. Get this. Just decide to be successful in your business. Decide to be at this event, because events like this are where decisions are made. Not only the decision to get there, but the decision to be successful, because most people who go there, not sure if network marketing is for them, not sure if they can do it. When they leave events like this, they see people that they appear to be like themselves, that are making it work in this business. And it's very inspirational, very empowering. So make it a point to go and register now, get going, because the only thing that waiting does is cost you more money.
Yes. So if you are registered, let us know in the comments, whether you're on Zoom or whether you're on Facebook Live. If you're registered and you're all set and ready to go, say, I'm ready to go. Okay. Let us know, because we want to celebrate with you, because these are decisions that professionals make, and also the most successful people in the business attend the events. Okay. And at that event, our next global product launch is happening. I know that we've been talking about this, but guys, this is a really big deal. There are so many products out there that do what these products do, but in a manipulative way to the body. And so that means that it's creating side effects and problems, because people want to look better, they want to feel better, and they are paying for it in more ways than one. It's hitting their pocketbook, but it's also hitting their health. So we are going to have something that is going to actually activate this process inside of the human body, that is going to help quiet the food noise and balance hunger hormones. So there are so many people out there that are looking for something just like what we're going to be bringing. They just don't know about it yet. So it's time for you to learn about it and to be there at Market Connect so that you can be trained on it.
And there, to what Marcy said, there are a lot of companies out there and a lot of products out there that are doing something similar, but there's not a single product in the world that does what our product does the way it does. It is a complete one-off. The science behind it, the approach, not a single company has ever developed a product combination like this. Just wait till we release it. It's going to be a game changer.
I'm excited. I can't wait to use these products for real, because there's going to be 2 formulas, guys. All right, so meat of this call. Well, I wouldn't say this is the meat of the call today, because the meat of the call today was the celebration.
Celebrating, yeah.
Because
absolutely.
that was like, that's my favorite thing to do.
That's the most important thing.
And by the way, coming to the events in person is also another place where we get to celebrate you. And I love, and I know Dondi does too, to be there with you in person, to be able to celebrate you, get your pictures taken, to be able to give you hugs, and just to be able to just see the glow on your face, because you know you did it, right? It's a big deal. So another reason why you should be at Market Connect. So here we are for tonight's Sunday Spotlight call topic. This is skill 4, following up with your prospects, from Eric Worre's Go Pro book. So we've been going through this book for the last few weeks now, and we want to make sure that you guys, are learning the skills to be as successful as you possibly can. If you have not been on these calls and you're like, oh, what is this? Sounds familiar, sounds interesting, whatever. Make sure that you've got the book. You can get that with the QR code that's here on the screen, and then go back to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel and start with the first week that we've been doing these calls with Eric Worre's book, so that you can make sure that you go through and you learn the different skills and then start applying them into your business.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you kind of take off here, and I will jump in when necessary.
All right. So again, chapter 7. Okay. Skill number 4, following up. And one of the things that I remember for most of all, when I got involved in this company 15 years ago, was the fortune is in the follow-up. And the people that make the money are the people that are following up. The people that aren't making the money aren't following up. Or even if they are inviting, it takes the following up. Because if you remember in this chapter, Eric Worre was talking, it takes about 4 to 6 exposures for people to join your business. And I would say this book is probably about 10 to 12 years old. It's more than that now because of social media. So for the
on
follow-up,
social media, it's always a lot more than
and because and a lot of people are on social media, the average is more than 4 to 6. But it's so much more important now. The fortune is in the follow-up, helping your prospects, following up with your prospects so they can see what we've got. So skill number 4 is following up. So the fortune is in the follow-up, and there's a couple concepts that Eric talks about in the book. The first concept is do what you say you're going to do. If you remember, he was talking about his father had somebody that he was meeting, and the person who his father was supposed to meet shows up. His father wasn't there. The person left. So do what you say you're going to do, whether it's time to on a call, a meeting, a Zoom, or whatever it is. So, and the gentleman told Eric Worre to tell his dad, you're either late, or you're either early or you're late. And he was late, so he left. So do what you say you're going to do. It's one of the most important topics, one of the most important principles in success in life, and specifically in network marketing, is do what you say you're going to do. The second concept, the only reason to have an exposure or an invite is to set up the next exposure. You've heard it talked about probably if book a meeting from a meeting. So anytime you send somebody information, anytime you're on a call, anytime you're on a Zoom, the entire focus and the emphasis is to get them information such that they can make an educated decision. And if they haven't made it at the end of this exposure, book the next one. Do not get off the call or Zoom or the meeting with someone without booking the next exposure.
Oh, the BAM fam.
The BAM fam.
Yeah,
book a meeting from a meeting. Yes. And then we get the questions in this. So did you get a chance to review the information? If you've sent information out to somebody, whether it's a video, a blog article, whatever it is, given them a sample, did you get a chance to review the information? If they're no, when do you think you're going to get a chance to review it? For sure. And it was interesting reading that and listening to that it's when it for sure is like really, when are you going to do it? Hold them accountable and keep following up until you get an answer from them. And if they say yes, they did get a chance to review it, the most important and best question, what did you like best about it? Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna then just be quiet, because whatever they share, whatever they liked best is probably going to steer you to what kind of information are you sending them next, because we always want to make sure that our prospects see the product information and the business information so they can make a choice. Because a lot of people that are looking for products are also looking for the ways to afford the products, which they're looking for a business opportunity. If you don't share all the information, you'll never know that. So what did you like best? And whatever they say is going to be what they're interested in, whether it's the product or the opportunity.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to actually jump in on when they say no, and actually the whole process here, because as we're going through the follow-up, it's a process. And so the number one thing that we have to remember is that this process is not about us. It's about getting your prospect what they need, right? And it's a matter of just going through this process as long as it takes for them to get what they need to be able to make the right decision for themselves, right? So don't feel like if they didn't get a chance to watch it, don't have an attitude about it, nothing, right? Just say, hey, no problem. Life happens, right? I mean, gosh, life happens all the time. Life happened like 10 times last week, right? It's crazy times. People are busy. And so being compassionate and having some sympathy, and if you can have empathy with what they're going through, and just have the right attitude that this is a process, that it's not a one and done in the follow-up. If they don't say yes to me, I'm going to go cry in my pillow. No. We are going to follow the process and just accept that it is a process. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Absolutely. Great points. Because empathy is going to be so critical. And also we got a bug pointing. You're pointing out the bug. We got a little gnat crawling on our screen. Thank you, Marcy, for the distraction. And so when we're talking about this opportunity and anything that we're sharing, make it about them. Because a lot of times, and I will be the first one to tell you, I was the victim of this, is I want to share it. I'm excited about what I'm doing. I want to share it with you. It's all about me. And if you're more likely to get no's, I haven't checked it out, if it's about you. If it's about them and you're still getting no's, and you say, you know what, I really want you to see this information. Can I tell you my story about it? Marcy used that phenomenally with Dr. Bruce Holmesy, and you saw, if we were celebrating him tonight, he's a diamond seller. And he didn't, I think 3 times, you had to follow up with him, and all 3 times.
No, I had to follow up with
more
him
than that, but the first 3 times he hadn't seen it.
No.
And he tried to duck out the back, but you saw him.
But right? I just had a plan, right? I had, the thing is that when people are crazy busy and they have other things on their minds, other priorities, it's like, if you just come in and ask them, it's like, well, did you watch that? And they say no. If you're not prepared with something else to be able to provide to them, like, hey, no big deal. right? It's like the process with me with Dr. Bruce, the way that it worked out was it's like, first I went in and asked him to watch a video. Second, he hadn't watched the video. So then I was like, no worries. Do you like research? And I provided some research to him to watch. When I went back in and he hadn't looked at the research
or watch the video,
I asked him if I could share my story with him. And that's what grabbed his attention because he's a doctor and he wants to be able to help people get results like what I had received, right? And so it's a matter of having a plan and just following through with the process, right? We still want them to do the other things too, but we've got to catch their attention with something that interests them before we can really get them to put it as a priority above other things that they might have on their plate.
Right. Yep. And then whatever they like best, do you have any additional information? Send them that information. What did you like best about that? And then keep doing that. And you're going to get to a point where they're kind of leaning in, they're liking the experience. And then just get right to the chase. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is you have 0 interest, or 10, you're ready to get involved right now. Where are you? And just put your finger on the pulse of where they are in the enrollment process. And because if you don't ask this question, sometimes people won't, or a lot of times they won't join you. Or you can say, what did you like best about what you saw? And they'll share with you. And it's like, would you like some recommendations of how to get started? Because people respond really well to that. Would you like some recommendations on what products to go with? Our most popular our most popular products, I'd love to share some with you. And so just ask the questions. Again, it's all about.
We're going to go into that deeper next week too, and helping them get started as customers and that sort of thing. So keep that in mind. Right now, we're talking about the follow-up and going through the flow.
Mm-hmm. And whatever their number is, like it says, anything over a 1, they're leaning in. If it's a 2, it's like, well, that's awesome. What would you need to make that number higher? And just ask the questions and put yourself in their situation, if at all possible.
Yeah, and he did say if it's like a 7 or an 8, it's like that's when you can actually ask them. It's like, oh, it sounds like you're ready to get started.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to be a customer or do you want to be a consultant like I am and make money to help pay for your products?
Good point. Yep.
There you go.
It's good stuff. So then never, ever, ever end an exposure without setting up the next exposure, like ever. If you do, it's over because there's the conversation is dead in the water and you don't want to do that.
And you feel like you're chasing them constantly and that's no fun at all for either one of you.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes salesy, right? That's not fun.
And they said in concept 3, it takes about 4 to 6 exposures for a prospect to join you. Sometimes it's less. Most of the time now it's going to be a little more, but keep following up because it will be absolutely worth it. And then concept 4, condense the exposure for better results into the shortest amount of time possible. Keep their interest. So don't wait 2 days to call and ask them, what did you like best about it? Try to condense the time, because the quicker you condense the time, the quicker you get to an end decision, whether that decision is, yes, I'm the next consultant or customer on your team, or no, it's just not for me. At least you get to that, so you can now focus on the efforts of someone else, helping those prospects get the information necessary as quickly as possible to help them make that decision as quickly as possible.
You know what really helps a lot with that?
What?
Maybe using the ICT with the push play videos that's found in the boards.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
and there's a training for that.
Crushing it for us.
And then keep on going.
And the next thing is overcoming objections and concerns, because people will have them. Most people do. It's your ability to, 1, think on your feet, 2, be empathetic to what they're saying. Do not take any objection or concern personal. It's not about you. It's not about the product. It's about where they are and whether they see themselves doing it, or the products are something that they could benefit from or see themselves benefiting from. So don't make it about you. And then if whatever their concerns are, try to lean in and be empathetic about it. So the 2 most common is they don't believe in themselves. They don't have any trust and confidence in themselves, or they just don't believe in network marketing, or they have skepticism about it or concerns about it. And they'll say things like, is it one of those pyramid schemes? Is it illegal? Do I have to hassle my friends and family, or
Raise
those
your
kinds
hand
of
if
things?
you've ever heard any of these things, right?
Constantly.
They are so constant.
Constantly.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal.
And then the wonderful thing about helping with empathy is using the feel, felt, found technique. It's like, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, actually, but let me share with you what I found. And then because now you're putting yourselves in their shoes, that you can relate to them. You've got rapport now, and then just literally share your story. The most common things you're going to get is, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't know anything about this kind of products. I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't have any experience. Those are the kinds of things you're going to get.
And one of the things I love that he points out too is that if you haven't had those experiences, then you can always use the experiences of other people, right? If you didn't feel the way that they felt, don't lie. Don't make
Right.
stuff up, right? This is not, we're not making things up. The truth is enough, right? And so you could say, it's like, I could see how you could feel that way. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine felt that same way, and this is what they found, right? And then you can use the story of someone else as part of LifeVantage that maybe felt that way, that had that same experience. And so you are still utilizing the concept, but you're being truthful and honest about it.
Exactly.
So important. So important. All right. And then the pyramid scheme one.
Yeah. Is this a pyramid scheme? I love the way he responded to that. And is like, no, what? It's pyramid schemes are illegal. I would never do anything illegal, but it comes up a lot. And I was always under the assumption when people would ask, is it a pyramid scheme, that they were thinking it was negative, or that they must be having some kind of a negative experience or a negative concern. And I remember one time, again, because that was my assumption, and I was like, no, pyramid schemes are illegal. I would never get involved in a pyramid scheme. And the lady goes, well, isn't Amway a pyramid scheme? Because I want to do something like Amway. So she was looking at it from the structure, the organizational structure, like most companies and banks and the government is. It's like a pyramid. But to her, a pyramid scheme was a positive. She was looking for a pyramid scheme. And my assumption was that it was negative. It's like, of course not. It's not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal. And she said, so it was just, again, don't assume that what they're responding, their questions or their concerns have to do with negative. Maybe they're crossing their T's and they're dotting their I's because they're really feeling like they can get involved.
And this is another good time for you to make sure that you're not focusing on yourself and what you're thinking or what you think is going on. Focus on what they're saying. And then remember that the person that asks the most questions wins.
Right.
So start asking questions. It's like, I love how Eric points it out in this chapter about when someone asks you something like that, and especially when there's emotion with it, that more than likely they have either a personal story or they know someone that did. And say, it's like, oh, hey, this sounds like it's kind of personal to you. It's like, who has the story? Did you do network marketing before, or was it somebody you know? Right? And ask them. It's like, do you mind sharing with me what happened? Right? Because then you can then turn it and it's like, well, I can see how you'd feel that way. If I could show you that this opportunity's not like that and how it's different, would you at least be open to take a look?
Yeah.
Right?
So good.
Do that.
All right, we're almost wrapping up here. So is this an MLM, multi-level marketing? Is it, what is it, network marketing? Well, yes, it is. What do you know about it? Or do you know anything about it? And be happy and with a smile on your face when you say, yes, it is, because what's happening, more and more people are understanding the benefits of network marketing or multi-level marketing as a true bona fide business opportunity, and they're actually looking for one. So when someone says, is this MLM, don't, again, consider it to be negative or that they're skeptical about it. Yes, it is. Do you know anything about it, or what do you know about it, or have you had any experience with it? Whatever line of questioning, but yes, it is. Be proud to say that.
It is, because it's changed a lot of people's lives, and it's going to change a
Yes.
lot more people's lives as we move forward, especially with our amazing product launch that's coming up in October. Right? So keep that in mind, guys. And before we sorry.
So the last one, how much money are you making?
Ooh.
Because a lot of times the prospects will come to this and, well, how much money are you making? And whatever the answer is, or how long have you been involved? How much money are you making? Because this is one of the things when this question comes up, for people that have been around a while in the company and they're not making the presidential level yet, they think it's a negative. It's not. Go back to the 1-3-5-7 rule of Eric Worre. And this is the 1-3-5-7 rule is if you're putting in at least 20 hours a week into building your business. If you're not, if it's even less than that, then add additional years onto those times. But it doesn't matter, because you can tell your own story if it's a good one. It's like, I love this company. I love these products. I'm really excited about what I'm going to be doing with it, building an additional income stream and building an asset to leave to my family. I'm going all the way to the top on this company. Are you going to come with me? Yes. Doesn't mean you didn't even answer how much money you made. You just put a declaration out there what your intentions were. But you could say, I mean, if it's something where you've been involved for a while, you're casting the vision. But don't ever, 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 whatever it is you're making, don't ever make it a negative. Because if you don't want to share your story, then say, you know what, I'm following the top leaders in this company, and let me show you what our income disclosure statement is, because I want to make what they're making, and this is what they're making every month. I'm just going to follow their lead, and I'm going right to the top of this company. Do you want to come with me or not? There's plenty of room. And just make bold statements like that, because it's all it is they're looking, and remember what the two biggest concerns are, or the two biggest reasons why people don't get involved. They don't either trust the industry, or they don't see themselves doing it, or they don't have any faith in themselves. The people that don't have faith in themselves will follow a leader anywhere. And so if you are that leader, you're showing that, you're projecting that positive nature about this, you're optimistic, you're positive, you're going to follow leaders. And even if you're not that leader, people will follow others that are excitingly following leaders, because they don't want to be left out, and they can see your enthusiasm. This is who you're following. They're going to follow you because you're following them. It works so good. And it doesn't matter how much money you make, and it doesn't even matter if the people you're talking about are in your line of sponsorship or in your upline, because you can talk about all the other presidentials. It doesn't have to be somebody in your direct line, or your sponsor, or somebody, because everybody works with everybody at this company. So mention someone you want to be like and use their story.
Yeah. And one of the things too is we got to keep in mind what we have in our hands and share how excited we are about that too. It's like, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that in October, we're launching the only natural activating product that's going to help with the GLP-1 gene without manipulation, but through activation, letting the body take care of itself, helping to quiet that food noise and to balance those hormones that create so much havoc in people's lives, that they're turning to things that are creating all kinds of side effects. I can't wait to help get these products into so many people's hands. I know that this is going to be a major momentum maker for this company, and I am going to help as many people get involved before it comes, so that we can all take advantage of it. So just the things that we have to be excited about, guys. We have got some amazing things to be excited about. And that's part of the follow-up process, is casting that vision of what is coming, right?
Yep. It's all in the approach and how you handle it. An interesting fact about marketing: when a new product is released, do you know what they always, always, always put on the label if it's a consumer product? New. The word new. Because people love new. They love innovation. They love new things to talk about. So talk up the things that are coming, because it's important. Even if you don't know anything about it, stick to the talking points. So don't embellish. That's one of the things we cannot do, is embellish or say something that we don't make stuff up. There are very clear talking points about what we can say, what we can't say about this new product launch that's coming. But it's exciting. It's a game changer, and so many people are looking for it. And just the fact that it's new is going to cause people to lean in.
Yeah. So you should be talking about this stuff on your social media. You should be talking about this with people that you come in contact with, about what's coming and how you're so excited about it, and ask them, hey, would you like to get on my VIP list to learn about it as we go along and as it launches? And when they say yes, you can say, well, I can actually help you get prepared for this new product that's coming. Let's get you set up on a subscription with the Gut Health Stack. That's probio, prebiotic, as well as NRF2, right? So in these 2 months, August and September, set up their guts for success, right? And then on the launch month, they can change their subscription and add in these new products, and off to the races we go.
Yes, because it's going to be a game changer.
You guys tell I'm excited?
Yeah.
You guys should be excited too. I mean, like, seriously. It's like, seriously. Oh, let's see what we've got here. Hi, Jill. I love comments. So Jill said, I arrived and heard exactly what I needed to hear. 20 hours minimum a week is what I'm now planning to shorten the time it takes. Thank you.
Yes.
So awesome, Jill. Go, Jill, go, Jill, go, Jill. Because what we have in our hands, and now is the time to be excited about it, to keeping things simple. Utilizing ITT with push play videos on the Boards app is a really good idea, and a great place to start. All right. So before we unshare, we want to make sure everybody knows what the reading schedule is. We've got chapters 8 and 9 for next week. That is going to be, sorry, let me turn to those pages here. That is going to be Skill 5, helping your prospects become customers or consultants. And chapter 9 is Skill 6, helping your new distributor get started right. Okay.
Yes.
So next week, those are the chapters we're going to be covering. If you don't have the book, QR
Yeah.
code to go buy it, and then you can catch up with the recordings that are on the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. Let's see what else is there. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to stop the share here because I want to hear, because we've got Rick and we've got Cammie here. If either of you have anything that you would like to share from what you read this week, we would love to hear from you. And if you are on Facebook, guys, go ahead and put in the comments what you took away from this week's book review chapter. So let us know. But Cammie or Rick, do either of you have something you'd like to share? We'll see. We'll see. I know, it's like, you don't read it. Rick's going for it. Rick's going for it. Rick's going for it. There you
I'm trying. Once again, technology is a struggle, but yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Just kind of a reminder, I jotted down about 6 names of people that I've had need to follow up, just kind of different things, and especially with the upcoming GLP, very excited about that. And it's just kind of a reinvigoration of all that I want to do. So thank you.
Yeah, you're
Awesome.
welcome. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Rick.
And Cammie, do you have anything you want to share? Give thumbs up if you do, and if not, we're good. You good?
Good.
Okay.
Awesome,
Well, so good having you guys on here with us live, and everybody that's on here with us on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. We will see you again next Sunday. But between now and then, guess what? Our phones work. Our messenger works, all that kind of stuff. We're here to help you. So please reach out and let us know what we can do to help you get seller tracks, get your retained tracks, help sharing the information. If you're not quite sure where to go for the recordings, you can hit us up for that too, and we'll make sure and point you in the direction. Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys, we love you and look forward to this coming week with you. And don't forget, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
He's the Y Life Vantage. And just before that, we'll have the opportunity presentation as well. So thanks for being here. See you guys.
Bye, guys. See you next week.